Hello and welcome to Galatta Plus. In this video review episode, we are going to be talking about Paul George's Kattalan. This is an exhausting series of stylized images pretending to be a movie. Two gangs of ivory poachers are at war. Who will win? This stylized and violent film wants us to care about the outcome, but all we are left with is the numb feeling of when it will all get over. That's the quick review. A longer analysis follows and it may contain spoilers.
Antony நாம நினைச்ச மாதிரி இல்லை. உனக்கு தான் நியாயமா தெரியல. எனக்கு இதுதான் நியாயம்.
ஃபுல் மூன் சேல் காலை 9 மணியிலிருந்து இரவு 12 மணி வரை மே 31 ஒரு நாள் மட்டும்.
Periyar Maniammai Institute of Science and Technology, Tanjavur. Aerospace engineering with specialization in unmanned aerial vehicle.
Book your next holiday at Grand Royal Tours.
The opening credits of Paul George's Kattalan are stylized. They look fantastic, a mix of text and imagery. Then we get the mention of a year, 1995. This too is stylized. It almost blocks the whole screen. Then we get introduced to a character named Mari Anna. This too is stylized. The man stands with his back to the camera until just the right moment. And soon we realize that style is all that's there. A whipping is stylized, the lighting of a cigar is stylized, car chases are stylized, the calling of names is stylized. A character named Antony is called the notorious Saint Antony. The fights and chases are stylized, the camera work is stylized, Dushara Vijay's look is stylized, the strangling of a toddler is stylized, the killing of an elephant is stylized. Now, all of this is not necessarily bad news because when done right, style can be substance. But this is a movie where style mostly equals slow motion and slow motion can never be substance. Kattalan runs 2 hours. If the slow motion was cut down to normal speed, it would run 15 minutes. This is basically Malayalam cinema's answer to Pushpa. Instead of smuggling red sandalwood, our protagonists smuggle the tusks of elephants. In between the numerous instances of stylized slow motion, Kattalan made me wonder about the difference between plants and animals. When Pushpa Raj and his pals cut down trees, I didn't seem to mind the plot point. But when Antony in this movie kills an elephant for its tusks, and when the camera moves in on the dead beast, it seemed like a tragedy. It's worse when we see a cave filled with tusks, many of them still bearing the bloodstains of the elephants they were pulled from. Now Antony wants to sell these tusks and use that money for an operation to save a little girl. Somehow the morality doesn't compute. But maybe this is not the movie where you want to be caught thinking about moral values. Kattalan is a part of the Mikhail Extended Universe, MEU, which includes the films Mikhail and Marco. The actors include Antony Varghese, Sunil and Jagadish. The story is basically the battle for supremacy between two poaching gangs, but the film doesn't even work at the basic level of a well-shot action movie. There's no tension when the cops appear, there is no emotion when children are killed. Even those of us who like violent films are left disappointed because the stylization and the slow motion blunts the bloodshedding. Marco was filled with the purity of purpose. It wanted to unleash violence and it did that with a series of superb set pieces. It was made for a particular audience, just like horror movies are made for an audience that likes to scream. It's hard to see which audience Kattalan was made for. Fans of violent movies, fans of thrillers about cartels, fans of drama where a man does wrong to do right. None of these audiences are going to be satisfied, but if you are a fan of empty stylization, you can maybe knock yourself out. That's it about Kattalan. If you like this video review, do subscribe to Galatta Plus and see you soon at the movies.
ஃபுல் மூன் சேல் காலை 9 மணியிலிருந்து இரவு 12 மணி வரை மே 31 ஒரு நாள் மட்டும்.
Periyar Maniammai Institute of Science and Technology, Tanjavur. Aerospace engineering with specialization in unmanned aerial vehicle.
Book your next holiday at Grand Royal Tours.